So in front of us, we have two bottles from Michter's distillery. This is the Legacy Bundle. We have the Bombergers and the Shenks. This has some beautiful history behind it. Apparently George Washington, before it was called Michter's, he had bought whiskey from Shenks at the time for all of his soldiers during the Revolutionary War. And apparently this whiskey right here in front of us is what kept these soldiers warm during these cold, frigid months.
You know Threepourdecisions, they need no introduction.
So the Bombergers is 108 proof. It is a Kentucky straight bourbon, and the Shenks is sitting at a low 91.2 proof, finished in French oak barrels.
But you know, I just got a question about that, about keeping the soldiers warm during the winter months. So I think of all the bourbon and stuff that I taste and have tried over the years, it'd take quite a bit of bourbon to keep me, quote unquote, warm. Yeah. Wouldn't that be counterproductive during a time of war? In my opinion, all your soldiers are going to be shit-faced.
Right, exactly. They're not going to be able to shoot straight.
Seems counterproductive, doesn't it? So,
but we won.
Unless this is whenever they're settling down at the camp.
Maybe the other side, maybe they were just a little bit more drunk.
Right. Maybe this is what we should do moving forward. U.S. Army sponsor us.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I mean, you would assume that they would be drinking some higher proof whiskey if they're worried about the cold temperatures.
True. Yeah.
Well, who knows what Shanks was back then?
Right. It was probably 80 proof, maybe.
Aged 6 months.
Yeah.
I mean, what part of that do you think is just a good story, guys, to help sell this bottle?
Most of the time, it is a fake story.
Yeah. I mean, part of it might be real. They might tweak some of it.
It could have been real, but I don't know if it was truly Shanks or Bombergers. I mean, most of the time, they're just trying to create stories as a sales tactic.
Right.
All that matters is this whiskey good or not.
Right. The juice inside. Yeah.
Speaking of that, there's only one way.
There's only one way to find out, according to the great Mr. Neat. Right. So this is the first time I believe any of us have tried either of these. Michter's is a really good distillery.
They are.
I enjoy their small batch bourbon. Their sour mash is really good. Even their barrel strength rye is one of my favorite ryes.
Yep. I've never tried either of these, but I agree with Tanner that, I mean, the Michter's, gosh, you can't go wrong with just about any of those. There's some of them, though, that I wish were proofed up a bit more.
Yeah.
And there is a bottle of the Bombergers that I would love to try.
Oh, me too.
I just don't know that I want to break down and pay the price.
The PFG?
The PFG.
Yeah, precision fine grain?
Correct, yeah. I just don't know if I want to break down and pay that price for it. I'd just love to come across a place sometime that actually has it, on like a sample, either it be a free sample or hey, if you got to pay for a pour.
Right.
I'd like to try it.
Well, I mean, if we went down to the Michter's distillery upstairs at the bar, they have that to sample, I believe. But then again, I believe it's probably like $30-$40.
Probably.
But to try it once.
They're not cheap pours.
Right, but to try it once and actually be able to give an opinion on it or find out for myself, get some closure on it if it's good or not. I mean,
exactly.
Because what's that bottle? Is that $500 bottle or something?
Well, in secondary, yeah, it's running around $450 to $500, I believe. MSRP is probably around $140, I want to say.
Like, it better be some damn good juice inside.
I mean, the color is remarkable. I mean, it's a beautiful red, like mahogany color.
Which, I mean, I say it better be some damn good juice in those bottles for that money, which it's hard for me to really speak on that, because I did actually spend that on like a JD and stuff like that.
Right.
So.
But then again, that was probably worth it to you.
It was, yeah, it was.
So, you want to start with the Shanks first? The one on the left?
Start lower proof. Yeah, start lower proof, work our way up. I'm cool with that.
So... They're right, yeah. So we're starting out on your right, the Shanks.
I will say for 91 proof, it smells really good. I mean, that French oak carries through to the nose.
It does. It smells like, well, obviously.
I got a lot of berries.
Yeah.
It smells really close to that Maker's. That Maker's 46, of course.
To me, it reminds me of that Penelope 9-year, the private collection.
Really?
Or the estate collection, that's what it is.
This reminds me of like the Penelope Architect, not the Creme Brulee though.
It's very berry forward.
It definitely berry forward, and a little bit of oak, and I mean, I think it's pretty good on the nose.
Some grapes in there.
Yeah, a little bit of butter, like buttercream frosting.
What about blueberry even?
Yeah, it reminds me of a toaster strudel, like a triple berry
Okay.
toaster
Pop-Tart?
strudel. Yeah, that too.
Okay.
Guys on the palate. I mean, I think it's pretty good. I mean, I wish it was proofed a little higher. The berries absolutely come through. And I get like a malted rye.
The malt is
It is
there
a
on
high
the
rye.
mid palate.
It is a high rye.
Wow, it's a high rye. That's why it carries so much complexity. Wow,
That's pretty good.
I'm shocked.
The
That's
finish
really good.
The finish isn't there for me. I mean, it's good. It's good at its proof. I mean, it's good.
It drinks hotter than the 91 proof.
It does.
I will say that.
With
it drinks,
the intensity and the actual flavor
yeah,
on both.
it's more. But then again, Michter's has the lowest barrel entry proof in the industry at 103 proof. So that's why there's so much flavor there, with it only being that low of proof. Yeah, the finish does kind of fall off a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's to be expected with this proof point. I will say though, the mid palate is really good.
I mean, it's not my favorite. It's not my favorite. While it is decent, it's not my favorite. I don't think I'd go out there and chase it after trying this. I really hope the Bombergers is much better than this.
I bet you it probably is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
This is the one I'm excited for.
Yep. Moving on to the Bombergers.
So do you know the age statements on these, Jake?
I don't. I don't think it's on the bottle either. I don't know. They disclose it.
Yeah, it's probably non-age stated. I think some of their stuff is like 6 to 8 year, but I'm not 100%.
That's pure orange zest. Pure orange zest right there.
Really?
Smells like a old-fashioned in a way. Orange marmalade.
I do get that orange. Yeah.
Those Pillsbury orange zest cinnamon rolls.
I mean, that's the primary note I'm getting now. If it sat here for another
There's something
5, 10
else
minutes.
there though.
If it sat here for another 5 or 10 minutes and open up some more, maybe additional notes would come out. But that orange zest is just, I think it's overpowering everything right now.
It's like a honeycomb in a way.
It smells like
Like
a
honey
dessert.
smacks.
It smells like a dessert.
I mean,
Orangey.
both of them are really sweet.
That smells pretty good. I hope it tastes just as good.
Yeah, there's a bit of cinnamon.
Let's find out.
Drinks so much
Oh,
better
yeah.
than the Shenks, but
Whoa.
Wow.
so I don't get as much of that orange zest through on the palate, maybe a little
No.
bit. But you know what I do get on the palate of this? Like it's a nice creamy note, almost like an ice cream.
Yeah.
Imagine even like maybe even like an orange sherbet, but with very limited orange there. You know, if you took like an orange flavored ice cream to where you get the creaminess, I'm pulling some of that.
It reminds me
It's
of
definitely creamy.
a non-finished Good Times creamsicle. Yeah, I get the sherbet, but on the finish, there's tons of cinnamon and brown sugar.
Did you say a non-finished?
Not finished because it is non-finished. It reminds me of that Good Times creamsicle.
Yeah. Yeah. So a little bit
is
of
good.
orange creaminess, like an orange ice cream.
Yeah.
And then of course it's spice driven. And there's
is,
some
yeah.
spice in the back end there as well.
Even the
good.
Shanks has a decent bit of spiciness, but then again, Jake mentioned it is a high rye.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
the Bombergers might be too. I don't know that one for sure, so I don't want to say it.
That's orange ice cream. Wow. That's good.
The nose on the Bombergers is very pleasant.
I mean, I don't know if fair to completely say, but if I had to choose between the two bottles, that may not be in like, an exact direct comparison. Because there are a lot of differences between the two. Obviously, Bomberger is the one I'm choosing.
Right.
Yep.
But again, is it a bottle that I'm going to chase at secondary? I don't know.
MSRP?
Yeah.
That's worth picking
Right.
up.
It's still
MSRP,
$140. So.
For just that bottle
Yeah.
or for both of them?
No, this is $260
Oh, damn.
for both.
Yeah.
140 here, 120 here.
I don't know if I would pay that, to be honest.
Yep.
They're really good. Don't get me wrong.
I'd be curious to see what they do when they open up.
$80, $80. That's what I would probably pay.
I'd pay that
Yep.
for it if I could secure a PFG at a decent price to where I had both. I'd like to have both side by side to be able to drink them side by side on occasion. I would.
Yeah.
And sometimes they do very odd bundles. Like they'll do the Michter's 10 with the Michter's barrel strength. Or they'll do like the PFG with a sour mash.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll do a Bomberger's by itself, or sometimes they'll do a Shank's by itself.
Yep.
And then whenever you guys go to the distillery, obviously the best idea is to get there right before they open. 45 minutes should be more than enough time.
Yeah.
But then again, you get there before they open, they finally open. Sometimes they can tell you there's nothing allocated at opening, so they'll tell you to come back later.
Right.
Some days they'll drop stuff later in the day. Sometimes they won't drop anything. Most of the time they will have bottle your own, which is their barrel strength bourbon.
Which is something we need to get down there and do.
Yes, that's been on my list for quite some time.
That'd be awesome.
Well, guys, any final remarks on these?
Michter's is amazing for what it is. I really do enjoy the fact that they have a very low barrel entry. It allows the bourbon to shine a little bit more with the proof point. I mean, I can only imagine how good that barrel strength is, considering the fact that it has 103 barrel entry proof. So it's probably going to have as much flavor as like 135, maybe even a little under a hazmat for what it is.
In front of me, I've got the XL bottle caddy from Aged in Ore. This is not a paid advertisement or sponsorship in any way. This ran me about $113 after shipping to Kentucky. This bag will let you fit 8 bottles in between these reinforced foam dividers. Whether you're going from your house to a buddy's house, you're coming to record a YouTube video, this will let you safely transport up to 8 bottles without them rocking around, flipping over, if they're open, spilling. So far, I've had this thing for about a week. It's done me wonders so far. It does have a shoulder strap, if that's something you're into. I will say, when this thing is loaded down with 8 bottles, it is not comfortable to pull this around on your shoulder. Would not recommend.
Jake says if that's something you're into. Shoulder straps, if that's something you're into.
It would be nice if it had like a little like wheel base, so you can like pull it around.
That's kind of what I thought too.
Yeah.
And I looked at a lot of the comments on like their post about this, and that is also what a lot of people thought. But then again, there's only so much you can really capture for $100.
Exactly.
And for what it is, I think it's a decent product so far. Again, we're not paid to say any of this. This is my honest opinion. These guys haven't had any first-on experience with it. This is solely mine. I've had it for probably less than a week at this point, to be honest.
It is pretty slick for what it is.
A few moments later.
Any final remarks on these 2 bottles?
These 2 bottles, I mean, obviously the Bomberger's is better than the Shenks.
Right.
I would pick one up just for like the sake of having it for the first time. I don't necessarily believe I would pay the $260 though.
Yeah, not for the package me either. Like I said, I'd be willing to pay that price for a Bomberger's if I could secure the PFG at a decent price. I could have them side by side. While they were both enjoyable, the Shenks was a little proof down for me.
Yep.
So it definitely fell short on the finish. I didn't feel it was very complex whatsoever. Jake, what do you think?
No, Bombergers for sure. Shanks, again, it's not very complex. It's very simple. I mean, that's what you're into. That's fine. But there's so many other bourbons, whiskeys. This is not a bourbon, it's a whiskey. There's so many other whiskeys out there that are third of the price that I would pick over this. Just simply, to be honest. The Bombergers, $140. I don't know. I don't think it's worth $140. Maybe $100. Maybe $100, just so you can get it, experience what the low entry proof can do for it. But other than that, it's not. A little disappointed in my pickup here. Waited an hour outside Michter's to get these 2 bottles. Paid $260, and then to have one that's just not anything crazy, to have one that's okay, it's good, but it's not anything crazy. Almost $300 later.
There's only one way to find out.
There is only one way to find out.
Well, if there's any of you that have tried these bottles and you want to drop us comments on your opinions, if you like them, if you didn't like them, if you think there's something out there that's better than these, share it with us. We love reading comments. And then if there's anyone that you know that just is interested in the Bombergers or the Shenks and they want to watch a review on it, please share this video with them. We definitely appreciate everyone for watching and joining us. Until next time, just remember, there are no bad decisions.
Just 3 poor decisions.
Cheers with the Bombergers.
Cheers, Bombergers.